Hey, what's up everyone? Morey Croson here, and today we're going to be going over some of the keys of throwing the deep ball well. I'm super excited about doing this video. It's something I've gotten a lot of requests about in terms of being able to get the right mechanics of being able to throw the deep ball, and then just people that are looking to overall understand exactly how to increase their distance or their velocity within the throw, and we'll be able to go over that today. As always, if you like the information, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment if you have any type of recommendations for us that you'd like to see in the future, and we'll hop in the video right now. Okay, so when it comes to throwing the deep ball, there's a lot of similarities between what you want to be doing when you're throwing something like a 15-yard out route in comparison to when you're throwing the deep ball, but there's also some things that are going to be a little bit different. First thing I'd say is during the actual load, there's going to be a big change in the shoulders. You can see here how my front shoulder is a little bit higher than the lower shoulder, and I also load the ball a little bit lower here. I usually load the ball pretty low anyway, but I do definitely load the ball a little bit lower when it comes to throwing the deep ball, and I think that's a normal thing that you want to be able to do, is get a little bit longer overall time period where you're loading the football, just because you also are going to be going through a little bit longer of a push off within your lower body as well. So your push off, it gets a little bit longer, making it so your stride's a little bit longer, and how much extension you're able to go through. That front arm, you don't have to lift it up like how I do here, but that comes very important when it comes to pulling that front arm down and through as you're actually going through the ball. You want to be able to pull that arm all the way through to make sure that you're generating force through that front arm. Okay, and then the overall trajectory of your body wants to be much more vertical as you're coming up and through, right? So you're releasing the ball and your body's going a little bit more here as well as coming forward, instead of, when you're throwing normally, you're usually just going right on this track, where when you're here, you want to be able to throw the ball much higher up, and then you also want to be releasing the ball much higher up. So when you're releasing, you're almost like keeping your hand pretty tall, right? So notice where my hand's releasing here. When I'm typically throwing, the hand would probably be releasing closer there. So there's going to be a little bit of trajectory difference in how the ball ends up leaving your hand. Be able to release it higher, so then now the ball will be able to fly out of your hands a little bit more smoothly there. All right, so that would be the three main things that really stand out that really you want to adjust when you're throwing the deep ball, is making sure the shoulder height's a little bit different, right? You're gonna end up making it so the load ends up changing, obviously. You want to make sure that you're pulling within that left arm. I guess that's something that you want to do, no matter what, but you're gonna be, the trajectory of the ball wants to leave the hand a little bit sooner. You're gonna let go of the hand, the ball sooner within the throw, and then also the movement that your body's going through is a lot more of a vertical type of a movement during the throw, rather than going and making it more horizontal. So your body's going more upwards instead of going too much on the horizontal side. All right, so those are some of the main differences that we see within the deep ball in comparison to regular throw. Let me know if you have any questions. As always, there's a link in the description down below that will get you set up with some of the programs. If you have any questions about our actual throw program, we also have a Zoom session where you can set that up. We can go over all the information that you need to go through there. We have a bunch of different great deals going on within our program, so I would highly recommend you checking that all out. And as always, thanks for watching these videos, and we'll talk to you soon.